congratulations. You've become an actor, you've come this far, the crowd loves you. What more can we ask for, right? Right, you tell us. I saw the song, you're skating like a breeze. How much time did that take? Or were you always a skater?
We started training 5 or 6 months before we actually started filming. So skating every day, I know you said it looks very breezy in the song, but I'm lucky you didn't see us like fall and bump into each other. That was far from effortless or breezy. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I loved every moment of it, even all the falling.
Did you fall? Did you hurt yourself on skating?
I fell a lot, but I didn't hurt myself, luckily. But even before we started, I was like, don't freak out if I fall. It happens all the time. I was telling Zoya when we started, but yeah.
Your debut is long awaited. We wanted to know where you will debut, when, where, and what. Why this Zoya film, this Netflix movie was the right place for you, was the right thing for you?
I think for me it was more than anything, it was about finding my feet as an actor and to get this opportunity to be a part of the Archies streaming on a global platform like Netflix, and then to work under the tutelage of Zoya. It's just, I feel like it was perhaps the best training ground and learning ground I could have asked for as a newcomer or as a first-time actor. So that's what I was thinking.
Very well done. What I can't stop noticing and watching is her style, her clothes. Is it anything to what you wear or what your style would be in real life?
I definitely think there is an overlap. There are definitely bits and pieces of Veronica's style that align with my personal style. There was actually a scene in the film where I wore my own personal outfit. And it worked really well for Veronica, and it's something I was actually wearing, and Zoya saw me wearing it at a bonfire night and said, you should wear this in the film, so that was really cool. But at the same time, there is also a moment in the film where Veronica is deeply sad. And she's sad, but she's still wearing a fur coat. And when I'm sad and I'm having a breakdown, I prefer to be in my pajamas. So there's definitely a difference as well.
Right. But yeah, she does look lovely, and so do you, Suhana. We all love you, and we love each one of you. Thank you so much. This song was really amazing. We now going to get the bigger. Suhana, you can take a seat. Big hand to Suhana, guys. Can we now have one more chair? Because we're going to get called. Okay, so I guess excited seeing this audience, seeing this.
Nervous, very nervous. I didn't expect so many people here.
Right. Okay, was this the first song you shot for? That's my first question.
It was my first day, everything.
First day?
First day. This is the first thing we shot with the film.
Okay. And do you want to tell us something about preparation? How did you prepare for this?
So I had to learn how to play the guitar. I've never played the guitar before. Okay. And I had to learn how to sing. My teacher told me I couldn't sing, so I shouldn't try. And it was a good experience of learning how to sing and play the guitar. It was a great learning for me.
Right, that's something that you decided, of course you had Zoya up there behind you, you decided that you should learn these instruments. It's a huge task. Just give us some tips. Easy hai seekhna?
No, bilkul nahi. Piano was harder for me because I have very thick fingers, so I keep hitting 2-3 notes at the same time. But guitar is fun and it's a cool party trick when you're playing with your friends and all.
Nice. So do you do that?
No, not really.
Right. In this room, I'm sure there are many Zoya Plus fans, but I will challenge there's nobody bigger than me. So Zoya, I'm a big fan. I would ask you, you're the lucky one, who got to work with her. What was it like to do a Zoya Plus film? How would you explain that?
She was very patient with us.
Okay.
I think we all were new, so we were going to mess.
In a film, which is a musical, was this a plan? How did this happen?
It was absolutely not a plan at all. It happened completely by chance. I was living in Wales studying for my master's, which I'm still doing. And I was a musician and I was living my life casually.
Okay.
And in comes Zoya. Apparently she'd been following my music for a long time as well.
We all are.
Secretly, and I didn't know. And then she approached me for one of my songs. She wanted it to be in a film.
Okay.
And that's how we met. And we were on a video chat. I was all the way in Wales audition. And I was like, okay, I'll try. And I didn't know what I was jumping into, you know. It was just this random thing that happened to me, and then I had to like pour my soul into it, and I had to just jump into it head first.
Wow, wow.
It's been crazy.
Right. ऐसा सुना है ये Betty in the house. Come, Khushi, please have a seat.
Hi everyone.
Khushi, they've been waiting for really long. What do you want to say to them first?
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. There's so many people, but I feel really good that everyone's here to watch. Yeah.
Right. This film, you know, celebrates friendship. You tell me, what was your bond like with all the people you made this film with? What was the set like?
Honestly, I think we all bonded from the start, and we have all kind of been there for each other from the beginning, and we all have an individual relationship with each other. And honestly, it felt like one big school trip when we were in Uti. We'd be going to each other's rooms and making Maggie and popcorn, and it was honestly so nice just having people throughout the entire process to talk you through everything and just actually have true friends out of this process. I feel really lucky.
You know, we see there's so much interest in what you do on social media. So do you want to tell us that, you know, when you signed this was such a big deal, who did you share the news with first, right at the start?
I was actually with one of my best friends, Alia, at the time I got the call from Zoya. And as soon as I hung up the phone, both of us immediately hugged each other and started bawling, crying, because it was a really special moment. And I wasn't expecting it to get the call at that point, but it was really sweet. Yeah, we just hugged and cried for really long.
Right. And you know, what we saw in the song is so beautiful. You know, everything looks so perfect. Tell us about Riverdale. What is this place? What should we expect?
Reading the script and then coming to set, it was a really surreal experience because, and seeing the comics as well, it was just like a storybook come to life. It was colorful, it was vibrant, and like art department was amazing with the attention to detail, and you see that when you watch the film as well. But there was also a sense of like family and comfort and a wholesomeness, and it was just really sweet, but also like a comic book world, so it's a great combination.
Right. You know, tell us, you know, you play Betty, what went to creating that? Like, you know, I've been reading about Zoya's boot camp. What is that firstly? What happens there?
Well, I think we were all cast because we have a lot of our characters' personalities in ourselves. So it was great to work with Zoya and be able to find different layers of all of our characters and kind of figure them out with her. And we did go through a lot of training. We had swimming, we had cycling, skating and acting workshops just to kind of get comfortable in the skin of our characters and in ourselves. But I think by the time it came to shoot, we were all extremely prepared because we went over everything so many times. And yeah.
That's super. I could go on and on, but your co-actors are also waiting, so we'll ask you to take a seat. Thank you. Big hand to Khushi Kapoor Suhana. Thank you. Jagged. Time for Jagged, guys. Can we have me on stage?
For sure, I'm like Jagged when it comes to food. क्या पसंद है? I mean, yeah, I don't have an appetite for pizza like Jagged. No one has it like Jagged. But yeah, I can eat a lot. I can actually eat a lot, and my co-actors are a living example of that. I used to hog a lot on set. So yeah, I mean, I can eat everything, but I do eat a lot. Like, I eat like 6-7 meals a day. Yeah, that's a lot of things.
If you could describe yourself as a food item, what food item would that be?
I would tell you what my favorite food item is. मैं proper Punjabi हूँ और राजमा चावल छोड़ So I'm from Jamshedpur and I've been staying in Mumbai since 7 years now, and you know, it's really like I used to struggle so much शुरू में कि यार कोई मिल नहीं रहा था कि मम्मी जैसा राजमा बना लेगा. तो मैंने अपने ही सीख लिया. एक दिन लॉकडाउन में I called my mom, I really want to learn the way you cook it. she told me, she explained me like each and every step, कि ऐसे मैं बनाती हूँ, ये डालो थोड़ा, ये मिर्च थोड़ा ये. So now I am like a professional cook. Like I can cook Indian food really good, like bhindi, rajma. Yeah, मतलब लोग का favorite. आपका क्या favorite food है?
Yeah, rajma any day. So whenever you're making next, please do call me.
Done, yeah, पक्का.
Right, you know, guys, big hand jacket. जो इन्होंने मुझे आज किस तरह Okay, so Jacket is close friends with Archies. Oh, yeah, Archie. What is this bond like? What is this friendship like?
So in the comics, in the Archies comics, Jagger and Archie are best friends. In this film also we see like they're best of friends, but this film is more about friendship of all these 7 characters and how music becomes a mode of connectivity for them. And they're all together since it's an ensemble cast, and so we all together in this film and we come as one energy in the film, and we of course saw that in the song. Yeah.
You are into music. How much do you like music? Fantastic, thank you so much. That is some exceptional talent, and we can't wait to watch more of you. Thank you so much. Vedant, can we have you on?
My post-grad that I have to do, and I'm like, if this works, that will be great. So I gave my audition then, it was a self-test, and it was for Archie's role actually. And I didn't hear back from them for months. So I thought, like other auditions, but the वापस नहीं आया, so it's gone now. And then many months later, I think it's like 4 or 5 months later, I got a call back again. One more self-test, then one more self-test, then one more self-test. And I was like, Achha, now maybe it's getting somewhere. And now I'm fully emotionally invested. So I'm like, I really need to practice. And then they said, we like you, but we want to audition you for another role. And I said, listen, I'm AD for this project at this time. Anything, I just take it. And yeah, I mean that. Then I got another call back for Reggie's character. I came to the office and Zoya took my audition, which was super nerve-wracking, but she was so nice and so sweet. I remember I was really nervous, but she was doing the lines with me. And yeah, I think that's when I got the role.
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't tell this story, these are film and media students. What is a self-test?
Self-test is when you do it from home. Instead of going to the casting agency or going to an audition room to do it, you do it from home. And during COVID, actually, most of us were doing self-tests. So yeah, basically, my mama was taking the lines with me. I was doing it at home. Mama was recording and she was doing the lines.
Right, you're doing all the lines by now.
Yeah.
Super. When you meet Zoya for the first time, like she took your audition, what was her brief? Did she sit you down and tell you something?
Yeah, I think it was a collaborative process with her. I think we discussed a few things. I was also really new to this at the time. It was my first film. So I wanted to understand what her process is, where we find like middle ground for what Reggie needs to be like in the film. And yeah, there were a lot of references. There were a lot of movies that I watched to kind of understand the 60s, understand the era, understand the character, the style, the swag. Yeah, I think, we came to what Reggie you see in the song today.
ऐसा सुना है you're a singer?
हाँ, थोड़ा बहुत. मतलब not like God, she's a professional, but I used to sing and play the guitar.
So did you sing your own lines? Like there is a lot of singing here.
I did in the film a little bit. I have sang a few lines, not too much. It was because I think Zoya was aware that I also sing a little bit. So at some point during that pre-production time, an AD in the film messaged me saying, send your singing clips. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I hope they make me sing in the film. And they did. There's a few lines, but I think that was a really cool experience. And it was a dream come true to be singing my own voice. So yeah.
That is very cool that you got to do that and you did that. When you were on the set, what is Riverdale like? You want to tell this audience, what is it like when you're seeing these beautiful things?
I mean, it's just amazing. It's super cool, like watching a comic book come to life. And like she said, the art department was just, they really smashed it. And it was just amazing what the level of detailing that had gone into, making the sets and bringing this comic book to life, which is loved by so many people around the world. So yeah, it's just amazing because I also used to read the comics a little bit as a kid. My parents are big fans of the comics, and so I was aware of this thing, obviously Riverdale the show. So I was like, how cool is it to finally be living it on a set? So yeah.
It is such an achievement that your parents have been reading them, you had read enough and you knew that, wow, this is what I have to do.
So I always knew that Dilton is like a nerd, but he isn't portrayed like your stereotypical nerd in the comics. Like, he doesn't have like a sense of embarrassment attached to how knowledgeable he is. Instead, he has like a sense of pride and confidence attached to it, and I was really happy to see that being portrayed in the movie as well when I read the script for the first time.
And how beautifully it is portrayed. What was your, we just heard the song now. What was your reaction? Where did you hear it, and what were your first thoughts?
I was shocked because of how accurate it is to the world of Archies. I think it's such a good representation and such a good first taste into Riverdale, because I think it conveys that like youthfulness and happily ever after feeling that you would only find in a comic book novel.
Right, since they all love you, we really want to know, what was your reaction when you got to know debuting in the Archies on Netflix?
I mean, I think it's really hard to put into words the excitement that all of us are feeling. But no, I can't wait for this to finally be shared with the whole world globally on Netflix's platform. I still can't believe that it's going to be up there alongside with my favorite shows and movies on the service. And yeah, there's just a feeling of I'm honored and I feel very grateful to be doing what we're doing.
Hearing you, seeing you makes us excited and makes us, we want to watch this really soon.
I hope.
Right, thank you so much.